Hi everyone, welcome to the October New Moon, The Gathering, where we all come together under the guidance of the new moon, plant some juicy new seeds, get some amazing insights, and collaborate and connect with like-minded souls. So this new moon, I don't know how you guys are feeling after that wash and squeeze of that last full moon. Personally, I'm feeling a little bit crazy and a little bit tired and over life in general. So those of you who've never come to one of these, it's a real honest, raw, truth bomb, no bullshit soul session. If you don't like swearing, sorry, not sorry, where you can all show up and be our real self. So this new moon, Libra, so all about balance and nurturing and self-love and care and harmony and detail. But also where the moon is conjunction with is Jupiter and Mercury. And the lady that I've got as our featured goddess today is going to be able to tell you way more about the moons and where we are at, and particularly numbers. So I'll talk about where the moons are first. So Jupiter and Mercury. So Jupiter is basically like you when you've had too many glasses of champagne and you're maybe over the top dramatic and feeling like you're ready to kick down the door and be your Diana Ross self. Maybe your Beyonce, hair whip, click. Oh my God, I cannot believe you just said that. So the mode, so if you're feeling a bit like that with your partners or your kids or the people you work with, that's why. So just watch that, because you'll be feeling like sass pants central. But also Mercury is in there too. And Mercury can be optimistic, but also a bit challenging. So go easy on yourself and don't overcommit to things at the moment, and you're going to feel like the world's your oyster and you are a queen and you can do anything, but just try to calm your fucking farm. So that's the feeling of the new moon. We're all a little bit wired and all a little bit Lady Gaga-ish, I guess, at the moment, which is why it's also great to have a little bit of intuition mixed with the logic and the down-to-earth rational side of our brain at this moment. So being able to have numerologist Michelle Buchanan with us to help keep us grounded and focused in an intuitive way with numbers is quite a divine timing thing to have. So who is Michelle Buchanan? She is a dear friend. She is a global leader in numerology. She's a Hay House author. She is a, what is it?
Person.
She is a person. She's a human being.
Law of Attraction Practitioner. Yeah, the one.
And she has made the most amazing oracles, which I strongly rate. She's done, this is the best book for numerology. And yeah, she's just divine. I've done her courses, I've been to her talks. Everything that comes out of her mouth is hilarious, inspiring. She's funny. She makes numerology practical and fun. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm absolutely buggered when it comes to numbers. Like, thank God that we have a calculator on our phone. So yeah, so excited to introduce you. So Michelle, welcome to the gathering.
Thanks, mate. You're such a sweetheart. Everything you said about me is the same about you, how I feel about you. So everything that comes out of your mouth is funny, and everything you say is inspiring. And so I know, like attracts like, eh? No wonder we're friends.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for having me, hun. I really appreciate it.
So Michelle is a master number and also an Aries, which I really admire. And you guys are going to find out a bit more about that. So we've had a few more people drop in, Erin, Caitlin, Liz. So I said to the others, feel free to ask questions. Me and Michelle are at your disposal, hit us up. And we're just going to flow and introduce you all to the wonderful and amazingly curiously insightful world of numerology. So, Michelle, what is numerology for people that have no idea what it is?
Okay, so numerology is an ancient metaphysical system of numbers. It goes way before the time of Pythagoras, although Pythagoras, who was a Greek mystic and mathematician 2,500 years ago, is who pretty much put it on the map. And so back in those days, they would belong to what are called mystery schools. And Pythagoras had a mystery school where he would teach some of the sacred arts like tarot reading and energy healing and astrology, and numerology was one of those systems, a tool that we can use for guidance and self-awareness and wisdom in life. So basically, everything in the universe has an energy vibration, as we may or may not know. But every number has its own energy vibration as well. And part of what that energy vibration entails is a pattern or a blueprint, where each number between 1 and 9 has, if you're relating it to a person, a set of personality traits. Along with those personality traits and strengths and weaknesses, we get some more deeper information, which is why I love numerology. We can get the specific life lessons that that number has chosen to work through in this life, because numerology is based on the premise that we have a soul in this physical body. The only reason we're here in the first place as human beings on planet Earth is to learn, grow, and evolve through life experience. That's why we're here. So we have a set of numbers, and each human being has 7 personality numbers from their name, their birth certificate name, and their date of birth, and the name they use today, which can often be different. And each of those 7 numbers has personality traits, like I said, strengths and weaknesses, but it has a set of life lessons, specific life experiences that that number will encounter in this life, so that it can learn and grow and evolve from those experiences. And so that to me is powerful information, because I want to know, and I always wanted to know, what's my stuff? You know, let's sort of get a handle on it. Let's understand what it is so that I can start working with it and create a more harmonious life. And then you've got other things like suitable career choices, other numbers that it may be most compatible with. Then you've got things like cycles of time and forecasting, and how each month and each year and each day influences that person and their numbers. So there's just so many things that numerology can do to help us to understand ourselves and understand our life.
Man, okay, so I instantly think lots of people know about their star sign. Some people maybe know about their moon, but numerology gives you so much more in-depth, detailed insight, right, than your New Zealand hero.
Yeah. And you don't need to know exactly what minute you were born, which helps, because there are so many people that would love to know their astrology. And I love astrology myself. It's such powerful information. But if you don't know the exact minute you were born, it's hard to get an accurate chart. But yeah, numerology, you just know your date of birth, your birth certificate name, boom, 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 and you're away. You know, you don't need all these calculation formulas. You don't need a software, program to calculate it. Although that would be easier, but you could do it with a pen and paper. You don't need to know where the moon or the planets were. Yeah. So it's really simple. It's good like that.
It's amazing. And I feel like anyone that is exploring numerology, obviously there's a lot of great content online. Michelle writes on Mind Body Green, and there's a whole pile of great articles and forecasts and insights on her articles. So go to Mind Body Green and search Michelle Buchanan, and all of those articles will come up. Obviously, her books are a great source of knowledge and will help you work out where you are in a day, or a wedding day, or your year, or who you are. But also, I can personally vouch for her reports. So I had a report with Michelle years ago, about 7 years ago. I was traveling, I was soul searching. Some would say actually kind of lost.
Yeah, I know what that feels like.
I like how dramatic Jupiter that was. I was wandering, but I was sort of like wandering across the globe in search for all things, who am I and what am I going to do with my life? And I had a reading in a hotel room via Skype with Michelle. I had no idea that I was a New Zealander, that I wanted to write a book, that I wanted to do all these things with my life. And she plugged in, did my numbers, and changed my life. She changed my life. I was so emotional by the end of the reading, just because I was so inspired, and it was all stuff that I'd wanted, and to get that, just weird. And none of us need permission, but it's just that universal kiss on the forehead that you get with any sort of reading from someone, that yes, you're on
confirmation, validation. confirmation. You're not imagining it.
Yeah.
You are on the right path. All these dreams that you have that come from in here because they're real. It's not your imagination. It's not your wishful thinking. It's not like, oh, I'm going to wish upon a star and hope it comes true. It's because it's real. Yeah. And you are in alignment with your soul's purpose. And it's confirmation of that, isn't it? From a complete stranger or from something outside of your own hope.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yes. And, of course, all those things would happen for you. You know, not only are they in your chart, but look at your vibration, your energy. How could they not happen for you? You know?
And this is exactly why I call Michelle the Steve Irwin of numerology, because she is like this to anyone that she talks to about numbers, whether it's on TV or whether it's to a crowd or whether it's one-on-one. She is literally like, crikey, what we have is number 2. What I love about the 2s. And I love it because you can't sit there and not be excited about numbers. And like I said, numbers are not my jam, but this woman brings them to life. So we are so lucky, 1, that she has made time for you girls here today, and 2, that she's going to share some insights that will change your life and probably set you on a path where you become a hungry, juicy little number counter and keeping on your fingers and on your phone calculating different things. So I'm so excited for those of you who resonated with coming to hear from Michelle. And obviously we don't have time for her to tell you about the book of your life and numbers and share all of the mystery school teachings, but she does have some takeaways which we're excited about. So the first thing, you're amazing. And I think the first thing as we're sharing with you guys is that me and Michelle pulled a card.
Yes, we did.
Numerology deck for you guys before we started.
I'll shuffle one of them now and draw one for everybody, eh?
Yeah. So we're going
Ava, the answer's yes.
It's actually 1:45.
That's fine, sorry. I'm at home. I'm a single mum with children, and of course my daughter's in the background going like this. That's why sometimes you can see me going, go away, go away. And she's got this note. Here we go. In front of me at the side where you guys can't see. And then I quickly looked down and it said, Mila wants to know, can she pick me up to go to Uptown Bounce at 12:30?
Yes.
Bless her. Yes, you're allowed, Ava.
And for those of you who are wondering who that little creature is in the back, Ted the dog.
Who's the Mildon dog?
Yeah, who before stood up and just flashed his butt to us and then readjusted himself.
Little Ted. All right, let's draw some cards. So I'll just shuffle them and let's see what messages for everybody today. Adventure. Didn't we get this when you, me and Rachel were having dinner and we did one for all of us or whatever, and it was 55 adventure? And that card is telling you a couple of things. Number 1, and you've got teaching and learning, and that's true. Those two can actually work together. Adventure meaning to create more adventure in your life. So what it is if you want good things to happen, let's say if you're trying to attract something with the law of attraction, whether it's a better job or a partner or a new home to move into or an opportunity, doesn't matter what it is you're trying to attract. One of the key things to do, aside from, positive affirmations and visualizing the accomplishment of that goal and what it would feel like if you already had it in your life, is actually to do what's called raise your vibration and keep yourself in alignment with life itself consistently. And how we do that is through our emotions, all right? So when a human being is in an emotional state consistently to the best of our capability, which isn't easy because we're human, yep, and we go up and down emotionally, especially if we're women, and life can be challenging. 1 minute you're riding the gravy train, the next minute shit's happening. Shit's going down. It's hard to stay consistent through your emotions and being in alignment. But it's to the best of your capability, okay? When a human being is in an emotional state that is bottom line, contentment, satisfied, comfortable, feeling okay, just chill, kind of, going with the flow. That's the bottom line emotion that keeps you in alignment. Anywhere from there, contentment to feeling amazing is in the zone of manifestation, all right? Now, if you are in that state as best to your capability as often as you can, you're going to increase your ability to attract the things you want because that's the universe's language. When we are emotionally feeling anywhere between contentment and feeling good, that's the universe's language. We're in synchronicity. We're in harmony with life itself, okay? Now, adventure. if you want to be more in alignment, you've got to bring a little zing into your life. And that could be something as simple as taking a new route home from work just to see some different scenes.
Wait, that's wild.
It's what? Did you do that?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's far out. That's pushing the envelope. That is. That's out of control. Jesus Christ, that's too much. You know, like, but some people are like really afraid. It depends on what numbers you are. Some numbers, like 4, for example, like routine. They like structure. They don't want to do anything different, you know, and that's what can keep them below that line of manifestation. It can keep them out of the zone because their habit to do the same thing all the time for security and controlling reasons prevents things from flowing in their life. I had a client that was exactly like that just yesterday, actually. But so on a smaller scale, it might be trying a new food, starting a new hobby, you know, making a new friend, whatever, doing something new and exciting. Someone else, it could be something bigger like, whoa, let's go on a girls' trip to do a yoga retreat in Bali, you know, or something bigger. It all depends on what you're into and how much you can push the envelope. But if it was something simple but serious, what it will do is it will shift the energy around you. Okay, it shifts it up. It's like gives it like a little bit of a shake up. And in an inspiring way. So therefore you can get more in alignment, start attracting things you want with greater ease by doing something as simple as that. But that adventure card is saying, go out of your way to create more fun and adventure in your life. Do new things, shake things up to shake your energy up, you know?
Which is cool. So be brave enough to do that too, because I think 9 times out of 10, like the number 4s that like structure and doing things, like nothing I've ever done that hasn't completely transformed or propelled my path has been safe.
Yeah, I know, that's the whole point. It's like make big moves and big things can sometimes happen, you know?
Yeah, you need to get to the point in life where you go, fuck it. Like, I'm going to do it.
Fuck it. Absolutely.
So
I'm down for that.
Yeah, and some of the scariest things, like publishing a book is scary. And the first time that I did it, it was an adventure because I was scared. And I almost got to a point where I didn't want it published because I was scared of what people would say. And half it was challenging and I felt out of my depth and confused. And you know what? The second book is exactly the same adventure. I'm just as scared. And it's like you think you've gone through it and you graduate and you'll be like, this is fine. Nah, all the same stuff's there. It's just
because it's your stuff, and it doesn't matter whether you're publishing a book or you're going out on stage to talk or you're going on a date for the first time with someone you don't know or a job interview or joining a new circle of friends. It's because all our stuff, it triggers our stuff, doesn't it? What will they think? What will they say about me? Will I fit in? Will it be good enough?
Yeah. And everybody that I've either hosted on a chat or through a gathering, whether they're a $1 million self-made millionaire that owns a publishing company in New York, or whether they're a numerologist, or whether they're a Kundalini specialist, at the end of every single talk, they go, did I do okay? Was it good?
Yeah. Was it okay?
We're all. Yeah. So
we all just need validation that we're okay, don't we? Because we sit here going, God, I've never lived this life before. It's just me. Really? Am I okay? Am I doing it okay? You know, I've never done this before that I remember.
So, saying that we're all living this life, we've all got different lessons. What can numerology do to help guide the women that we've got here today? If you're watching this video, what's
basically, so life, what it is you're a soul that's come here to learn and grow, right? So we know that, but there's contracts that you've set up and there's a blueprint that before you even got here, you've pre-chosen a specific set of numbers that is going to help you to accomplish what your soul has set up for you to go through in this life. Now we have free will. So what can happen is we can attract and experience into our life based on what we have pre-chosen before we got here. And we have free will at the moment of that experience as to how we're going to handle that experience, you know. What it is there are lessons based on our numbers, and I'll give you an example soon, that will keep reoccurring in your life until you've sort of mastered them. And so if you are the kind of person that's sort of quite conscious, that is quite aware, that would like to know more about who you are, why you're here, what your pre-chosen destiny is, what your blueprint is, what some of these experiences and lessons might be, then numerology is going to show you that. So if you want to sort of be one step ahead of the game, or you just want to have a broader self-awareness, or even an awareness of other people. Some people are right into numerology because they want to know more about their partner or their children or their clients. It's a great tool if you're an intuitive reader, an angel card reader, a therapist, a teacher, a parent, a human resources employment officer. You know, like anything that's dealing with people, if you want greater insight into people and their stuff, then it's going to help you. The forecasting side is going to help you to know what's happening in your life at a given period of time, so you can be aware of what sort of challenges might come your way, what sort of opportunities are out there that you can capitalize on. You know, what my forecast is, what's ahead for me. Now, again, nothing is set in stone. So, for example, a numerology forecast for the month isn't going to say, like when I'm doing a reading for someone, I might say, this is a year where these things can happen. But I can't tell you if you're going to experience every one of these things. And if you do, how you're going to handle that, how you're going to react to that. I can just tell you that this is possible, that this could possibly happen to you. And what I suggest you do in this period of time is, in order to be in harmony and alignment with that flow of energy, because that's all a number is, that's all a forecasting pattern is it's a flow of energy going in a certain direction. If you want to capitalize on that and be in alignment or harmony with that, so you're going with the flow as opposed to it's going that way and you're going that way and wonder why everything's going wrong. You know, this is where it's going. This is what you need to, this is who you need to adapt to being. These are the traits you need. These are the actions you should take, or these are the actions you shouldn't take. You know, advice on how to navigate your way through that flow of energy that's going that way anyway. So you might as well know what it is, you know, and jump on board and be in alignment with that, as opposed to going in the other direction. You know, so yeah, it's really good for that sort of thing.
So where do you start?
Yeah, well, one of the things that's a really good place to start is if we're looking, so in numerology, there are two sides to it. One is the 7 personality numbers that tell us all about who you are, why you're here, what you're destined to be, what your soul's journey is, your blueprint, what your potential for success is. And when I say success means different things to different people. Some people it's monetary achievements and material successes and goals. Other people it's just a feeling of inner peace and contentment, you know. But those are the 7 personality numbers. I'll tell you all that information. Then the other side is the forecasting numbers of what's going on around you at a given period of time. So a good place to start with the forecasting numbers is what I call, or what is known as, the personal year number. And that number is, we all have, as a person, we all have our own personal year number for 1 year, from January 1st to December 31st, to coincide with the calendar year. And the reason that it's that way is because if we want to know, for example, 2018, how is 2018 going to influence me? What's my forecast for 2018? Well, 2018 itself runs from January 1st to December 31st. And we're asking, how does 2018 influence me as a person? So that's why the personal year forecast goes from January 1st to December 31st, because some people are like, oh, it's birthday to birthday, isn't it? But I'm saying that, you know, we tend to feel the forecast a lot stronger around our birthday. All right. So let's say you're in a personal year number that goes from January to December 31st, and your birthday's in 1st of December. Obviously, if your birthday's towards the end of the year, that forecast is not going to be as obvious to you until the later half of the year. So that is something. So did you want me to run through the forecast for 2018 for everyone, so everyone can hear something about themselves for next year?
I mean, are you guys keen? I can see Erin's message and she's like, adventure sounds good. I'm so over this rat. And Liz has said, loving this lady's adventure is definitely resonating with me. So
me too. Yeah, bring on the adventure.
You guys want to know? Right. I mean, I'm so spiritually curious. They haven't.
Yes.
Yes,
let's find out. Let's find out. All right, guys. So you might need a piece of paper and a pen. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to get that together if you don't have it already.
Wrapper.
Here's mine. All right. So the formula to calculate your personal year number, for those who don't already know, is we're basically going to get the month and day if you're in the States and Canada, or actually just the States, because Canada I think are the same as us. You're going to add your day and month of your birth date to 2018. All right. Now, I can already tell you 2018 is a number 2, okay? 8, 9, 10, 11, so it's a 2. So that'll make it easier for you. So I'll repeat that. Your day and month of your birth date, or month and day of your birth date if you're in the States, and you're going to add that to the number 2. I'll use my own birth date as an example, all right? I'm the 28th of March, or March 28th. So I would go 2 plus 8 for 28, plus 3 for March, plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8. So that's 28, 3rd, 2018. Now, that, if I go right across, 2 and 8 is 10, 10 and 3 is 13, 13 and 2 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So my whole thing adds up to 24. So when you end up with a double-digit number, this is the golden rule of thumb. When you end up with a double-digit number, keep adding any double digits together until you eventually end up with a single number between 1 and 9. All right? So 24, 2 and 4 is 6. So for me, next year, I'm in a 6 personal year in 2018. Let's say somebody else got 19. We would then go 1 and 9 is 10, 1 and 0 is 1. Yeah. If somebody else got 29, 2 and 9 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2. So when we're looking at the personal year number, we just want to break it down to a single digit between 1 and 9.
There's a question here from Erin, and she said, I'm in year 4 this year, so does that mean I'll be in a year 5 next year?
Bloody good question. Absolutely, yes. Yes, you will be. And that is because the personal year numbers do run consecutively. Okay. All right? But we're not all in the same year. Like, for example, I'm in a 5-year this year, and I'll be in a 6-year next year. You're in a 4-year this year, and you'll be in a 5-year next year. Yeah. And they do run from 1 to 9. And then when you get to 9, then it starts again at 1, a whole new beginning again.
I just have to tell you, this is so funny. I just touched my bra, and my boob was totally sticking out my top.
Oh, lovely. That's adventurous. There you go. Go naked if you need to. That's how you can't get more adventurous than that, can you?
Yeah, please tell me number 5 is about liberating freedom.
It is. It's about getting naked from inside and out, you know. It's so funny. Now, are there some questions there that people need to ask before I say the forecast, just in case anyone's not sure and they're like, help, don't move on yet, I'm stuck.
Good. Liz has said, sweet, I'm a number 2. Erin's cracking up that my tip.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Yep. So that's just day and month plus 2018, and then break it down to single digit between 1 and 9. All right, so let's get started. So anyone that ends up with a 1 year, the number 1 is about new beginnings and a fresh start, all right? It's the first year of a 9-year block of time, so it's all about creating a fresh start. Now, that could mean anything from your life is going to give you opportunities to create that fresh start. Some people are afraid to make changes. They want to hold on to what they know. It's almost like better the devil you know than what if I fail? What if I'm, this isn't going to work out for me? The 1 year is asking you to just have the faith and courage to just let go and jump, to feel the fear and do it anyway, to believe in yourself, and to be open for a new way of being and a new things of doing. Some people can have everything in their life stay the same, but they have a new attitude, you know. Other people can have actually new opportunities come, new friendships, new jobs, all that sort of thing. Great year for manifestation because 1 is a proactive energy. Okay, it's a go out there, take the bull by the horns, make it happen, be active. Yeah, amazing, eh? It's a great vibration. Next year is, after that is a 2. And the 2 year, the 2 year is where it's saying, don't go out there so much and take the world by storm with action. You're going to do a lot of your action and taking the world by storm from within. It's about getting intuitive, okay? Number 2 is ruled by Cancer, and it's ruled by the moon. It's the High Priestess card in tarot, all right? Number 2 is the Divine Feminine. So it's saying get back to all of that sort of intuition, sensitivity, finding balance within yourself, self-love, self-confidence, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with nature, and your relationship with the universe itself is what is going to help you to attract the things you want in your life and to improve your life circumstances. So it's not so much about going out there and making things happen in the physical world. It's about going within and getting more spiritual, getting closer to yourself. It's about working on yourself from the inside out, you know. But some people think, oh, that doesn't sound as glamorous, but man, you can catapult your life and your own personal development to a really high standard in your 2 year because you feel things more deeply. So it's a great time to meditate. It's a great time to take psychic development workshops even, you know, and to get out in nature because you're going to find the answers, and knowing the next logical step to take comes from your gut instinct. It's like your inner knowing is so strong. And if you think about it, that's your guidance system, really, isn't it?
Yeah. You've just hit, so Liz was the number 2.
Yeah.
That's what she's planted all the seeds for next year. She says, this is brilliant, Michelle. She says, I've just started a women's circle, a new moon circle, and I finally started a garden. Laugh out loud.
Wow. And that would be this year, in 1 year. Yeah. And that's how it works. See, the 1 year is first. It says plant this, plant the seeds, take the action, get things set up. And the 2 years where you've planted the seeds, the garden's up and running. Now we need to nurture it. Now we need to let it grow. Yeah. So it's where you sort of work on that behind the scenes, and it can really stabilize, and you strengthen those things. Yeah.
Liz, I want to say, can you email me after this? Because I want to support your women's circle and your moon circle. So I'll put it in the EDM, and I'll do a social shout out because that is cool. And you being in alignment is like, praise you, babe. Like, well done. Yeah. Amazing.
And it's funny because she's just said a minute, I just saw it flash up that she said she's getting guidance to slow down and not burn out. And it's interesting because as we get towards the end of the year, this time, anyone from September actually, September amplifies the energy of the year that we're in. But when we get October, we get a taste of the energy for next year. Yeah. Because if you look at it, we have a personal month number as well. Without confusing everybody, October is always the energy that's coming up for us for the next year.
Okay.
It's the month number of our next year with the year that we're already in.
I love that this October new moon event. New moon is about new beginnings, and we're giving the numerology number for the next year. This is
totally. Yeah. So she's already in a 2 month this month. So that guidance will get stronger and stronger. So listen to it. That's the key. Listen to it. Go within. Find balance within yourself, Love yourself. Self-confidence is one of the most powerful ways to raise your vibration. Just loving and believing in yourself will help you attract the things you want, Less doing and more being. Personal year number 3. Well, first of all, the 3 year, a lot of the work information that's out there about a 3 year is, self-expression, creativity, speaking your truth, getting out there and being more social. And yes, that is extremely true. And I'll go into that in a bit more detail in a minute. But one of the things that people don't realize about the 3 personal year is that it's going to amplify whatever emotions you have going into that year. Okay, so yes, it has a typical vibration. If you don't have a lot of shit going on in your life, 3 energy is a fun, upbeat, joyful vibration on its own without an influence of anything else. But if you've got stuff going on, or you're carrying onto things that you haven't kind of worked through, but you should have worked through them, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you emotionally are below that line of contentment, whether it's angry, bitter, feeling victimized, disempowered, whatever it is that you're feeling, but you're feeling it unnecessarily. See, that's the difference. You can feel that because there's stuff going on in your life that is valid, and so you should feel that way, and you're going through the experience and it's just happening and it's full on. Well, of course you're going to feel that way, and so you should, and it's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. But the difference is if you're feeling below the line of contentment unnecessarily because you're being lazy, because it's easier to feel a victim, because it's easier to be bitter and angry and jealous and pissed off, then that's where the trouble starts. Because the 3 is going to amplify whatever you're projecting out emotionally. Because it's asking you to be more joyful, more happy, more fun in your life, more childlike. And if you're not, because you just want to stay pissed off at your ex because he betrayed you and ran off with someone else and he's being a dick, then that's just going to shoot yourself in the foot. Okay? It's saying choose love, choose to be happy, choose to forgive for your own happiness and inner peace. Don't torment yourself unnecessarily. So I've got to let you know that about the 3. Next thing is if you can do that and you are sort of, working on yourself and you are above the line of contentment, then you should be more social. Catch up with friends that make you feel good. If you don't have anybody in your life like that, then do other things that cheer you up. It could be listening to music you love, going and watching movies, that you love, comedies, or hobbies that lift your spirits. It's about doing whatever you need to do to feel good, because feeling good, as you know, as I've already said, raises your vibration. So whatever you do that makes you feel good, could be anything: eating ice cream, going for a walk on the beach, having sex with someone that you care about. Doesn't matter. Or maybe not even with anyone. We're all open here.
We will both. It's one of our self-love.
Each to their own, whatever makes you feel good, do more of it. And also express yourself, okay? Be creative. Personal year number 4. And someone's been in a 4-year. Is it Erin? Erin's been in a 4-year this year, I think.
I'm in a 4-year this year, yeah. And so am I, Erin.
Yeah, you were as well. And don't you, Em? Talk about you just wanted to break free and have some fun and go out, and it was like, God, mate, this is work.
Yeah.
And the 4-year is where life is asking you to do whatever you need to do to build that foundation that you're trying to build. All right. Now, some people, like Em, for example, Emma's been in a 4-year and she is building her career and writing a new book. So the 4-year is saying, do what you need to do to build your empire, to get yourself where you want to be or you need to be. So she's been working on writing her book and getting that done, right? Another person, it might be health. They may be needing to get their body and their life back to where it needs to be. So they need to work on health and nutrition and maybe, getting an eating program and exercising more. Another person, it might be, I've got to pay off a debt. So I've had to save my money this year. Yeah. Everybody's 4-year is going to play out differently, but it's where life is saying, do the work, do whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself where you need to be. Now, things you need to be aware of in the 4-year is you need to get yourself in a mindset of persistence and perseverance and self-discipline.
Yeah.
Okay. And not going to just land in your lap as easily as they might in any other year. Things are not going to happen as quickly and easily as they normally would. So therefore, you need patience. You need perseverance. You need to just be able to see a light at the end of the tunnel, even when there's no light at the end of the tunnel and there's no evidence that light at the end of the tunnel even exists. So you really just need to adopt that mindset. There's going to be delays, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be frustrations. But by the end of the year, you should be able to kick back and go, man, I nailed it. I made it through that 4-year and look at what I've accomplished.
Oh my God. I actually feel like all of this year I've just been locked away working. And I'm the most impatient person in the world. I'm an Aries.
Aries, yep.
So, okay. You hear that, Erin? We're just going to work hard.
And so the year's almost over. And then you go into the 5-year. And the 5-year is known for being freedom, movement, progress and movement and adventure. The 5 is where the floodgates have opened and things will start to speed up. So, it's about... Yay, things can start happening. It may not just happen straight away, straight on January the 1st. One thing to know is because things can speed up, there could be a lot of things happening in a 5 vibration and in a 3-year too. And that is to know you want to stay organized. All right. Don't have your finger in too many pies. You're going to be tempted to do just that, by the way. There's going to be a lot going on and you don't know what's going to happen from left field. And you want to be prepared so that whatever comes your way, you're going to have space for it in your life. It's not going to drive you insane because there's just no room because you have said yes and put your hand up to everything you can think of. And you've got so much going on in this adventurous spirit that you, oh my God, I've got no more room on my plate for anything else. So you want to just be organized. Travel, great year for travel, great vibration for promoting yourself and networking. You can be a bit more magnetic in a 5 vibration so things can come to you. So start visualizing what you want them to be. Start creating the affirmation, I attract what is ripe and ready for me at this present moment in my life. I attract the right people at the right time. I am in synchronicity with life itself. I attract what I need for my greater good. Start creating these affirmations and beliefs right now that what's coming is what is necessary for you so that you can attract the best things for you, not just any old thing for you. Yeah. Change as well. A year from change is some change you will expect, some change you'll see coming. Some change you won't want to make, but you know you need to, and life will force it upon you. And some change will be completely random and out of left field that you just wouldn't have seen it coming, and you're like, whoa, but life knows what it's doing. So whether that change is something you're really excited about or something you're like, oh my God, this is crazy, this is a spanner in the works, know that you can handle whatever comes your way, because life has got your back. There's no conspiracy against you for anyone in any year at any time whenever we have a challenge. It's for our soul growth, and life knows what it's doing. We're not being punished. It's just a challenge that we need to work through. So great, yeah, go out there and have some adventure in a 5-year.
I'm so excited for you, Erin. She's just, yeah, I feel like maybe, and I hear you because I'm in the same space, Erin. I felt like I needed that too.
Wow, I know, you can't wait. You're going to break down the floodgates soon. Let's see, the 6th year. Okay, so the 6th year is a year that tends to focus on relationships with other people. And for some people, especially if you're single, you could meet someone special in a 6th year. Now, if you are single and you like that.
Wait a minute, aren't you going to be in a 6th year next year, Michelle?
Yes, I'm going to be in a 6th year, but trust me, I mean, whenever someone comes into my life that's special and is meant to be, with me in a full-term relationship, that is so already pre-planned by the gods that I don't even pay much attention to what year and month I'm in and try and analyze stuff and go, ooh, because it's beyond my control. And a part of me thinks it's exciting and that would be really cool because it's been a while. And then the other half is like, oh, that's a can of worms I don't know if I want to open again. So I just trust and see what the universe has got in store for me and believe, like I just said to tell everybody else, I can handle whatever comes my way and be positive. So for anyone else that's out there that's single, and this advice I'm about to give now will apply to anyone that's single, no matter what year they're in, but doubly so for people that are coming into that 6th vibration, because it's that natural vibration for love anyway. But you can have love in any cycle, any month or year. So the 6th is, if you're single, to start thinking now, okay, more about what you have to give somebody else. What have I got to give somebody else as opposed to what you want to take from them? Why would someone want to be with you? Why do you want to be in a relationship? What can you bring to the plate? How can you complement their life? So that it's more about you wanting to give rather than I need to take, I need to be, give, I need to receive from somebody. Start believing now. Even if you have a journal, start writing stuff down. What is it about me that makes me special? Why would somebody want to be in a relationship with me? It can be anything small. It can be, I'm really good at making blueberry muffins and I love to cook for the person I care about. It could be because I'm a good listener. I'm a supportive person. I'm fun and I can fun up your life and help you to feel good about yourself, and start writing down all the things about yourself that are good things and that are positives. And it doesn't matter how big or small they are, because by doing that, you are giving energy to those things about yourself. You're amplifying that about you and you're projecting out into the universe simply by giving it attention. And what will that do? That's your radar going out there. That's your magnetic signature of love going out into the universe, saying, this is what I have to give. This is what I want to do. This is what I am. This is why I'm so special. This is why somebody would want to love me. And that's projecting that out to the universe repetitively. What does that do? Like attracts like. You will attract someone from that vibration. So I want you to let go of any of these beliefs that I'm not good enough. This is why someone wouldn't like me. I'm this, I'm that. They, can't trust anyone. They're all married. All the good ones are taken. None of that bullshit. Get rid of all that bullshit. Okay. 7 year. Oh, and for people that are in a relationship in a 6 year, relationship issues, I know we've only got 15 minutes. Yeah. I'm just sort of thinking.
There's a girl, Caitlin, here who's in a 6. So yeah. I don't know if any of the other girls have numbers here. So if we can maybe give the 6 a little bit more love than the 7, 8s and 9s.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And also I'll say before now, because I always forget, I do numerology reports of your complete chart of all of your 7 numbers and your personality numbers and your yearly forecast for this year and next year, and a month-by-month breakdown of each of the 12 months. I'm running a 2 for the price of 1 special. Okay, so that's 2 reports for $25. Just go to my website, michellebuchanan.co.nz, and click on charts and reports, and a free monthly forecast recording that I do each month, guys. Go to the homepage, sign up. Each month you're going to get a recording of me for free telling you what to expect for the month. So now that I've said that, I can get that out the way.
And 2 for 1, perfect Christmas gift. Like all my friends.
Oh yes, I do them at Christmas too. Yeah, so people that are on my mail list that get the free forecast each month, they also get offers for special readings. I do prices and 2 for 1s at Christmas and all these things. So they're a great Christmas gift, and it would have cost you what, $12.50, and they wouldn't know that, you know. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so number 6, if you relationship issues will come to the surface with all kinds of people in your life. That could be best friends, family members, neighbors, work colleagues. It's asking you to be more compassionate, to do what needs to be done to take the relationship to a deeper level, or to let go of what no longer serves you or who no longer serves you, to be of service to those in need, to be that shoulder to cry on, but to work out balance between giving and receiving. Okay, you don't need to go down with the sinking ship, but you do need to be aware that you are there to be of service and to not get too pissed off if it disrupts your life. Okay, because that will always, you'll be compensated for that. Do the right thing and help someone that needs you should that opportunity arise. Personal year number 7. Em, what time do you want to finish the cook? So should I dedicate a couple of minutes to 7, 8, and 9?
Yeah, we definitely want to talk about 8 and 9. We've had a request. Yeah, so let's just power through them.
Okay, so 7 is all about personal development, mind, body, spirit. It's where you're going to go in, again, to work on who am I? Why am I here? What's the meaning of life? What do I need to do why am I happy? Why am I not happy? What do I need to do to be happy? And start working on that sort of thing. Again, you are not going to have big, massive things happen in the outside world. They still do happen, but not as easily and quickly as other numbers. Because what's happening is it's saying go within and make the changes from within yourself that will then manifest outside in the physical world, especially in the following year, which is an 8 year. So you're not going to want to be as social. You're going to be more intuitive. Great time to do a focus on mind, body, spirit. Retreats, online seminars, books, reading, studying, all of that sort of mind, body, spirit, personal development. Great year for that. Personal year number 8 is the manifestation year. It's a number that focuses on career, money, personal power, and also business. So what can happen in an 8 year is work can actually be quite busy. So your work can increase. You can get busier. You may start asking yourself in the 8 year, because it's all about work and career, do I like my career? Do I want to change my career? What do I want to do for work that makes me happier? And how do I get there? And start taking steps towards that. You can earn more money in an 8 year. You don't want to overspend in an 8 year. You want to pay your debts in an 8 year. Legal matters may come to the surface to be looked at, and big karmic lessons, big aha moments, big connections with important people who may cross your path in an 8 year. It doesn't necessarily mean that that big encounter will be fulfilled in the 8 year, but the meeting of that karmic person can happen in an 8 year where you'll learn a big lesson, or you will have an opportunity in the future.
Michelle, Erin's written, my partner is in a 9 year next year, so he's in an 8 this year.
He's in an 8 this year.
And he lost his little brother in June of this year.
Oh, yeah.
Link him in your mailing list, Michelle.
Oh, bless her. Thank you. And it's so sad. You know, the 8 year, again, now anybody that's listening, not everyone is going to have somebody pass over in an 8 year or in any 8 vibration. So just to let you know that, not to worry and panic that in that 8 year that something like that could happen, because that's not true. But in this case, please send my love to the passing of this little fella. And also, you know, we learn big lessons in an 8 year, and sometimes they can be big, happy, amazing lessons, and sometimes they can be a bit more challenging than that, you know. So sending my love for that. Hang on 1 second. Someone's at the door. Can you tell them Mummy's doing a very important video call right now?
It's okay.
Can you come? Someone's at the door. No one ever comes to the door, but they have now.
It's okay.
Oh, it's my dad. Oh, that's nice.
We're going to do 5 more minutes there.
I think it's not my dad. It's someone collecting for the Red Cross or something. So go away. I'm kidding. Okay, the 9 No, don't come back. I'm busy. Thank you. We love you. Peace, love, and mummies. Be spiritual, but you don't have to be nice all the time. You know, that's what people don't realise. They're like, oh, I thought you were so spiritual. You're supposed to be Gandhi. I'm not bloody Gandhi. My children will tell you that. You know, you can be spiritual. Work on your personal development. Believe in angels and be as kind and compassionate and forgiving as you possibly can. to the best of your capability, but you don't have to be Gandhi. Do you look like Gandhi? I did not choose to come and be Mother Teresa in this life, and I'm not going to try. I've got so much work to do, it's not funny. And that's what's so cool about this journey, AM.
You're funny.
Just do you, though. Just do you. You don't have to be Gandhi.
Yeah.
You can just be a better version of yourself that you were yesterday. And then next month you'll be a complete arsehole version of yourself. And feel like you've gone back 10 steps and forgotten everything you've learned, but you'll find your way back again because it's a work in progress and it's a spiral, isn't it? It's not just straight up like that. No way.
Amazing.
No. Just do you and be kind to yourself when you're an arsehole. That's all I can say. And it's okay to be an arsehole. It is.
Yeah.
God, life is hard, man. People are crazy sometimes. Let's get real here.
Yeah.
Personal year number 9. Okay, it's the final year in a 9-year block of time. So therefore, it's all about completions, transformation, and endings. So what it's saying is, it's saying you've gone through, you're in the final year of this whole year, 9-year block of time. And it's where life is asking you to leave everything behind that no longer serves you. You know, to leave behind what you've grown out of. For some people, it may involve actual things ending, like relationships or jobs or hobbies or whatever. And some people's lives will have changes in those areas. Other people's things can stay the same job, same home, same relationships, same hobbies, but they change internally. So you might have someone that's always eaten sugar and had an unhealthy diet, and in 9 years will have this transformation of sugar-free and eating more healthy organic food, or stop smoking, or let go of a habit that they've had their whole life. It's really just about where the chrysalis turns into the butterfly and that process that it goes through, shedding things that previously weighed you down, creating a new you that you want to be, and not being afraid to move forward, to not hold on to it's better the devil you know, let's hold on to what I know out of habit. Don't do that. Be courageous. And then, of course, it comes after the 9M is the 1 year of new beginnings. So the 9-year, 1 year crossover, that 2-year period, is like out with the old to make way for the new opportunity, and you want to take the bull by the horns with that, because really amazing things can happen. And things you've been working on in the past can come to fruition in a 9-year as well.
That's a, man, yeah. I mean, I don't know about you ladies, but I find numbers and Michelle especially really comforting, like really consoling. And yeah, so I hope that you've found some peace in your numbers and where you are and where you are right now under this beautiful new moon, and whatever seeds you're planting, whatever number you're in, and whatever numbers are coming in for you next year, that you get some of that guidance that we all need, some of that reassurance that helps all of us. And if you're hungry for more, Michelle is amazing, and I'm not getting any kickback here. This isn't a pitch, it's not a sale. I have personally brought her reports even before she decided to let me claw my way in to call her my friend.
Okay, so thank you. I didn't write them, no, Decos Numerology did, so I can't take the credit for writing the software, so I have to say that too, because I didn't write them, but they are bloody awesome reports.
They're amazing. And even, you know, her cards, I use them daily for guidance, her books. I've used and referenced her work because I genuinely believe that she's one of the best numerologists in the world. So in Songwriter's Handbook, you're amazing. And you walk your talk, which is nice. Follow her on Instagram, Michelle Buchanan Numerologist. Sign up for her emails, they're incredible. And add numbers to your life, because every day has a different meaning, every month has a different vibration, every year is a different chance for you to change and transform and progress and evolve into the beautiful soul that you are here to be. And like I said, Michelle is so real. She says it like it is, and she reminds us that some of the shit that's getting thrown at you right now, ladies, is for your growth. And it's not what you say it so okay.
Teddy's trying to get out. All right, Teddy. God, it's bloody raining and pouring. But a kid had knocked at the door and a dog. This is me. I am a 6th destiny, and I'm in a 6th month, which is all about family and relationships with dogs and people at doors and all sorts. It is what it is.
Which, speaking of, thank you so much.
Namaste. Namaste.
We're going to let you get back to that family and that dog and the wonderful life that you are. We really appreciate your time, Michelle. like so
Thank
much.
you so much for having me, and thank you to anyone out there that's taken the time to listen to what I have to say, because if it wasn't for Emma giving me this opportunity and for you actually listening to what's been said, I wouldn't be able to do what I love. So thank you to you guys for listening. I so appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah, likewise. And special big shout out, I know this will be available to all the goddesses around the globe, but to Erin, Caitlin, Liz and Michelle, who were our little intimate coven. I love that it's 5, the Wiccan, the 5 elements. I love
55 adventure. Remember the 5?
Yeah, and five goddesses show up. So
The adventurous 5. The adventurous 5.
Holy shit. I love you, ladies. I love you, Michelle. Thank you for making the time, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you. Bye.